Hey guys, today we'll be learning how to make a proper resume. In order to make one, you have to know what it even is. So, a resume is a document that lists your work experience. For example, you may add your volunteer work, entry level jobs, and internships you may have done before. It also includes your education, skills, and achievements. In your achievements, do not try putting old accomplishments from primary school. They have to be more recent. A resume should be a short, sweet, and to the point document that gives your potential employer to have a look of who you are. For example, if you take a look at the bad resume on to the left, as you can see, it is too long and has no white balanced spaces, making it look messy and unorganized. On the other hand, the good resume is well balanced, short, and looks visually pleasing, making it look more professional.
Do's and don'ts to do at a resume. Do's. Length. Resume should be at least 1 page long. You need to be very selective on the information you put there. Make sure that you put information that has something to do with the job position you are applying to. Don'ts. Don't make it short. If you feel that you have not done much, this is an opportunity to get more involved in school clubs or advanced academy classes. Some other tips are avoid using long paragraphs and use bullet points. They're so much easier to read and it makes your resume cleaner.
Contact information. At the very top of your resume, you should have your name in big bold letters. You must include your full name. If you have a middle name, you can include the initial of that middle name. Address. It has to be a physical address. It cannot be a P.O. box, though you may include it as a form of emailing, but you must have your physical address. Personal email has to be professional. Do not use the school email. It will lead to problems later on. A personal phone number is where you can be reached, not a parent or a work phone number. The phone or device must be near you at all times so you will be able to reach the calls. You may add the position you are applying for at the bottom of your name, but that is really up to you. It is not mandatory.
For the organization part of the resume, it should be easy to read visually and informational wise. For it to be visually neat, there has to be white balanced spaces. Try using italics and bold words to mark important information. Make sure you are using capitalization because if you're not, it's going to look bad on you from your potential employer's perspective. Using bullet points helps to make it short and well organized. Do not use letters or numbers to separate sections in your resume because it can interfere with the applicant tracking system, also known as ATS. It reduces the legibility for a human hiring manager. Regardless, it makes the resume look unprofessional. On the informational side, make sure it is on chronological order from most recent to oldest. So if you worked as the systems administrator in April 5th of 2025 and worked as technical support specialist in January 26th of 2024, at the very top should be the systems administrator, then the technical support specialist. Since you worked as a systems administrator more recent rather than the technical support specialist job being the oldest job.
The next step is standing out. The most important thing in order to stand out is to read the whole job description that the company has posted. You can answer what skills did they ask on the list? What is the company asking for? What type of employees are they looking for? How do you showcase all the above? Also, some tips you can use are focus on a compelling and professional summary, quantify your accomplishments, tailor for the job description, create a powerful top section. Use strong action verbs, prioritize readability and structure, highlight soft skills with evidence, preferred meticulously. Standing out in a resume is critical because it requires to spend only 6 to 7 seconds on initial screening. making it essential to immediately grab attention in a competitive market.
When writing about your work experience, it is really important to focus on spelling and grammar because they can create a strong first impression. You should always talk about past jobs in past tense and current jobs in the present tense, so your timeline is clear and professional. It is also a good idea to proofread your work carefully to catch any spelling, punctuation, or grammar mistakes. Consistency matters too. Make sure you are using the same verb, tense, and style throughout. Another key tip is to avoid using pronouns like I too often. Instead, start your sentences with action verbs to make your experience sound more confident and direct. For example, instead of saying I manage a team, you can simply write managed a team. This makes your writing cleaner and more impactful. Overall, paying attention to these small details can make a big difference in how professional and polished your writing appears.